All right, YouTube, good morning. It is a beautiful morning, even though we are having the video quite late. What is important is the fact that Mast Beta has decided to prevent you from suffering today, all right? By recording this video, I can assure you that I have prevented you, right, a lot of sufferings. And so you need to pay attention. You need to sit down, and if you have a chair that can, go back, I want you to just be in a relaxed position, all right? Even though you're in a relaxed position, pay attention. Because in this video, I will be presenting you 9 odds, and at the same time, I will let you know exactly why watching Mast Beta videos is the way forward and is the best thing you can do to yourself as a sports beta, all right? Every other single day when I produce these videos, there are a few things I mention over and over and over and over and over again. One of them, for example, is that you need to subscribe if you're watching the video for the very first time. Second one, for example, is when you watch the Mast Beta Betting Tips YouTube videos, you are not just watching the videos because they are videos posted on YouTube. You are watching the videos because as a sports beta, you are in the most difficult business. You are in the most difficult hustle, all right? And it is your responsibility as a sports bettor to ensure that you simplify the process and you make it less harder so that at the end of the day, all right, you are in a position whereby by watching these videos, you can tell yourself, all right, I am making it easier for me to win and cash out. And that is why when I produce videos, I don't specifically produce daily betting tips where you just come copy and bet, copy and bet. I produce strategies too because I understand I won't be posting these videos for eternity, right? Life is all about moving and growing and getting to the next step, right? And so that is also going to apply to you, right? It also applies to you. Today, as a sports bettor, you are losing terribly, all right? Today, as a sports bettor, you are new into the game. You do not understand the rules, all right? And even if you understand the rules regarding sports betting, football betting to be specific, you won't be in a position to analyze matches on your own. You won't be in a position to consistently, day after day, be in a position to cash out. And by the end of the week, by the end of the profit, by the end of the month, record profit betting. And that is why I have ensured that I provide you strategy videos that are easy to understand, all right? One of the strategy videos we're talking about YouTube is this video. New video live. Watch the video. Link is available in the pinned comment section. Best football prediction sites, all right, where you can get accurate betting tips for today. If you got ears to listen, listen to me, all right? This is a video you should be watching. As I go through the video, I realize some of you do not want to watch the video. And I do not know why you don't want to watch the video. Maybe it is because you love losing. But I believe as a sports bettor, when you pick up your phone each and every other single morning and you log into your betting account and you're selecting a few matches or you're copying codes and all those booking codes, trying to get something out of the day, your goal as a sports bettor is to make profit, cash out, and win. And of course, boom, all right? You want to boom, all right? And that is what I know you want. So there is no need, there is no reason as to why you've not watched the video. So this is the video I'm talking about. Proceed and watch the video. And once you watch the video, I know you will be here to thank me, Mast Beta. I am grateful, Mast Beta. I appreciate your kind heart. Mast Beta, I appreciate your efforts, all right? That being said, YouTube, there is a video. No, let's talk about yesterday's predictions. So these are the betting tips I shared you yesterday. Our 6 odds lost yesterday, all right? There is no running away from our fate. I do tell you that. Paris Saint-Germain over 2-5, losing bet. Albacete Celta was a draw. Dundee Celtic was a win. That is our first bet yesterday. Our second bet yesterday, YouTube, we had the following odds. Double chance won, actually 3.8 odds won, and the last bet slip I remember sharing you was a single bet of the day, personal selection, whereby I was able to salvage the day. Dundee Celtic over 2-5, all right? And this is what I want to tell you once again, YouTube. Sports betting, football betting to be specific, is going to be a game whereby you are losing and winning. You want to win all the games, you won't lose all the games. But at the end of the day, what is important is realizing that if you are in a position whereby the number of winnings, where there is an edge, where you have an advantage, is higher than the number of losses, then you will be a profitable sports bettor and it's going to be easy for you to win, all right? That is why I want you to pay close attention each and every other single day, all right? I am transitioning, and I want you to transition too, all right? I want you to transition into the best sports bettor with me too, all right? And that can only be done when you pay close attention and when you get to listen to me, all right? That being said, YouTube, today I told you we have 9.264 odds, and I believe it's time to share you the games. Ourense versus Athletic Bilbao, Spain Copa del Rey, over 2.5 goals. Mainz 05 versus Hammonspor, over 2.5 goals, all right? And the next game is Crystal Palace versus Kupion Palace Eura. Palace win, the odd is 1.264. I just recalled a story I was supposed to tell you, right? Yesterday in the evening, I was at my usual coffee joint, right? So I walked in and, of course, made my purchase, and I was seated outside enjoying my beautiful cup of coffee, all right? I do love sugarless coffee, all right? In case you don't know, I do not consume sugar with coffee. So what happened is this. There is some dude, probably, he was a man, probably he was in his 40s, 50s, by the judge. I could judge by his physical appearance. He was kind of, not physically fit, but he had a big body and he kind of had some kind of belly, all right? So he did not have the six packs, unfortunately. So this guy is walking. He walks into the coffee joint. He makes his order, and now he proceeds to the checkout place. And so this is where it gets interesting. What happens in this very point, at this very point, this guy picks his phone and is trying to make the payment. What he ordered was just a cup of coffee. I'm not really sure about what he ordered specifically. But now, he goes ahead and tries to make the payment. Lo and behold, the payment did not go through. Do you know how I knew the payment never went through? The guy stood there for about 5 minutes, navigating, changing apps and clicking his phone, just pressing things on his phone without actually making payment. 5 minutes, all right? And there were some dudes behind him. So that was terrible, a terrible experience. And you know what? He had a shot. And the shirt, if you could read, there is always, these guys who work in corporates, they always have tags, and then they always have shirts that are branded. So I could see it was written some KPMG. So I don't know, that is a financial, I don't know, business, corporate world, right? Related to business. So that is the kind of guy that worked in the first place. The reason I'm telling you this is because a few minutes later, some dude, I have watched his content online, is actually a sports bettor, and he proceeds. He's a young guy, all right? And I don't know his exact age, but I know he's also in his early 20s. So the guy walks into this coffee joint at the same time and makes an order, right? He did not order coffee. He proceeded and ordered some cake. I don't know, maybe for the girlfriend or shit. So he went ahead and ordered this, piece of cake, right? And it was boxed up. And then I saw him tipping the guy just out of his pocket, whipped out $10 and awarded the guy, right? Keep that. So you see the difference, all right? This is a sports bettor in his early 20s, and there's a corporate guy in his late 40s, 50s. They both come to the same place, and they make their order. One of them goes ahead and tips the person serving them. And one of them, that is the person in his 40s, 50s, is struggling to make payment. I want you to picture this, all right? I do not know where you're watching this video from. What is your age as you watch this video? But one thing I know for sure is you want to be like this guy who is in his 20s, was able to tip, was able to cash out, all right? So that is another reason why you should be subscribing to the Must Bettor YouTube channel, all right? I want you to know that when you subscribe to the Must Bettor YouTube channel, I will ensure that I help you turn into this winner who is able to enjoy, all right? And is able to share the blessings of his wonderful work with others, with the community that you come from, all right? And like this person who is in his 40s, corporate, right? I won't say he was broke, but the fact that he wasn't able even to offer a tip, and for 5 minutes, he created chaos and traffic in the checkout place, that is terrible. It's an experience you don't want to experience. So listen carefully, YouTube. Our next two games, we have Legia versus Lincoln, over 2.5 goals. And finally, we have Reading versus Luton. Luton win or draw. So this is our 9 odds for today. 5 matches, 9.264 odds. I want to go ahead and share you a few selections that are singular matches. I will have to crop out the stake because some of you are ridiculous and you might proceed and stake so much on these games. I want to crop out the stake. I want to crop out the stake, guys. I want to crop out the stake, guys. So let me transition to studio mode and do the magic. I want to do the magic. Oh, come on, I can't crop out the stake, really. Really. You should not be able to view the stake, YouTube, all right? That is what I want to do. I want to crop out the stake. Beautiful. So, studio mode. Now switch it back. Now, this is the first game. I love it as a single bet. Porto for Malika over 2.5. The next game that I love as a single bet is the following game. Orense Athletic Bilbao over 2.5. And the last game that I love as a single game is this game. Napoli versus Milan. These are the 3 single games that I've staked on at this very point. I do not think I have any other single game that I should be staking on, but if there is one, then of course, it's going to be the over 2.5 between this beautiful game that I shared you. That is Mainz versus Samunspor. But I do not consider it as perfect single game. All right. So YouTube, those are my selections for today. One of those games I've shared you is my personal bet of the day. It's up to you to figure it out. And of course, maybe later in the day, I will share it inside my Instagram account. So go to Instagram, search for @realmastbeta and present yourself over there. Or go ahead and join us inside Telegram. There is a link in the pinned comment section. There is a link in the video description. And I do guarantee you, YouTube, I will be in a position to share the game if I am to share it in our Telegram account and in my Instagram account. That being said, YouTube, take care. I wish you the very best. And do not forget that I am rooting for you. And I hope you get to win.